We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Josh Hader is on the mound looking to keep this game tied, but these fans are hoping to celebrate a walk-off victory. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just a bit up. Here's the 1-1 delivery. But a big pass at a slider that gets past him. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. The windup and the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The next 0-2. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Ranging back is Herrera to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter, third baseman, Alex Bregman.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
The windup and the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
Down. So here's the Royals DH, Nick Markakis.
Designated hitter, Nick Markakis.
First pitch on its way. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Winker is in pursuit, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
First baseman number 44.
Stepping up now, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's one hit softly down the line in left, but foul. 0-1, here it comes. Hard on the ground towards short. DeYoung gathers it in. On to first, and it's a very quick start to the 10th. Already 2 away here.
The left fielder number 8, Ryan Braun.
Here's Ryan Braun now. In prior at-bats against Chris Heston, 2 hits in 7 tries. First delivery to him on the way.
Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Royals go down 1-2-3. Score remains tied at 4. Into the box now, Kurt Suzuki steps in to get the home side started here in the 10th. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Called strike 0-2. And 2 count. Here's the pitch. Tapped down the line. That's a foul ball.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Fouled off. Another 0-2 home. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Right fielder number 33.
Ready for another shot now. Jesse Winker. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And he falls behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Edwin Rios. First offering on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. 10 innings in the books. On to the 11th. Still tied. Digging in to try it again, Josh Reddick. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Right side, hit hard. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
Boy, you come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. And it's now 7-4.
Boy, talk about how an inning can get away from you, right? 3-run homer already in this inning. They've yet to give up an out, and this could turn out to be one of those really ugly innings.
Here now is Mike Zunino. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Cespedes going back. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. It's a solo homer here for Mike Zunino. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and they double him up. It's 8-4. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Row. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
The batter, number 35.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. High in the air out to center field. Zimmer's in pursuit. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
Whit Merrifield next to hit. In terms of previous meetings with Joe Smith, he's 1 for 3. Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. DeYoung fields it cleanly. And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2 away now.
Nick Marcotte.
Digging in once again, Nick Markakis. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard to short. Oh, what a stop on the slide. To first. Got him. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2. Striding in once again, Bradley Zimmer. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Bradley Zimmer. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Royals, number 36. Jim Johnson.
Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Herrera coasts under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The batter, number 7, second baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Jonathan Villar. Working on a good line in this ball game. 3 for 5 thus far. Scorched to third. And there's out number 2.
Designated hitter, number 4, Tyler Marcotte.
Ready for another chance? Tyler Marcotte. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Last strike now for Cleveland. Check swing here as they'll appeal it down to Eric Summerskill at third, and he says no swing, so it's ball one. And he gets strike three called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
8-4 the final this afternoon. Josh Hader claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Kansas City Royals. 8 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For Cleveland, 4 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 34 minutes. A reminder that the regional
We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. The Kansas City Royals are batting here in the bottom of the inning, looking to send these fans home happy with a walk-off win. And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman.
Well, he was definitely trying to end it with one swing of the bat right there, leaving nothing to the imagination. That's the problem sometimes. Everyone wants to be a hero in extra innings instead of just getting on base and playing it like another inning.
Drilled on the ground is short. Backhanded. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
On left fielder number 8, Ryan Braun.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Ryan Braun. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Oh, and that nearly sent us home and sent this crowd into hysterics, but it'll wind up a foul ball. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Bryant's got it. Throw gets Braun at first as he grounds out for out number 2. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. This is pulled into right. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here as this is a beauty to end the inning. 10 innings in the books. On to the 11th. Still tied. Next for Seattle, Austin Hedges. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Skied into very shallow right. Reddick is under it. 1 out.
The batter, center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Here's Byron Buxton now. Lifetime against Andrew Miller. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Here's Brandon Phillips. As 1 away, the runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Oh, fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Here's Chris Bryant now as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3, so after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. 1 left for Seattle. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Ready once again, Kyle Seager. Couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon.
Kyle Seager.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Set to deliver the 0-1. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Phillips throws to first, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, center fielder, Odubel.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Odubel Herrera. He got under one and popped out his last time up. From the stretch, this is pulled into right. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's 1 out in the inning. They got 1 more to play with that they could potentially be productive with. But this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
Into the box now, Mike Zunino. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Hoskins racing back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The shortstop, number 35.
So striding in, Brandon Crawford. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch. He pulls this one into right. Gonzalez is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. Royals leave 1. Score remains tied at 3-3. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He'll lead things off now as we play inning number 12. Skied into straightaway right. Reddick has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. A note now from the folks in programming. Due to the length of our contest this afternoon, our afternoon cooking program, In the Kitchen with Scott Rohde, will not be seen this afternoon. Ladies, don't shoot me. I'm just the messenger. Here's Justin Smoke now. Here's the first pitch to him. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Bases are empty, one man out. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. This one's down to third. Seager fields it cleanly. The throw will be in time at first, and Miller's got it rolling here. 2 away.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter, Adam Jones.
Striding forward now is the DH, Adam Jones. Lifetime against Andrew Miller. He's gone just 2 for 15. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
A little bit outside. 2-1.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Ready with another 2-2. Another one sent foul. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Still tied 3-3. Pedro Baez will be summoned here to start the home 12th, and the best case scenario for him is to take us to the 13th. Now the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton is there. 1 away.
Up next for the Royals, designated hitter, Nick Markakis.
So here's the Royals DH, Nick Markakis, trying to avoid the dreaded hat trick here. He's 0 for 5 all told. First pitch of the at-bat. Down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. A high fastball is in there. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. 1 out, nobody on. Lifted the other way out to left center. Chasing after it is Hoskins. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Career numbers against Baez. He's really struggled. 1 for 15. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. Sharp ground ball to third. And Goldschmidt's aboard. It's a base hit.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2 out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this thing.
Here's Ryan Braun now. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. Buxton is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. One left for Kansas City. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Digging in now for the Mariners, Carlos Gonzalez.
Leading off for the Mariners, right fielder, Carlos Gonzalez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a slider.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
Count even now at 1-1. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. Swing and a soft liner. And there's one down now.
The batter, number 1, Georgia, Ahmed Rosario.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Attempting to, as they say, get off the schneid here. 0 for 5 so far. Lined hard and deep down the left field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
The batter, catcher, Austin Hedges.
Stepping up to the plate, Austin Hedges. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
Tap down the line. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Digging in, Byron Buxton. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Chopped weakly to the left. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
You know, D-Row, when he makes a phone call after the game to call his parents to say he had a 4-hit day, you think he's going to tell them about that infield single right there?
Oh, no, that was a line drive in the gap. We always used to say on the bench, Dan, anybody could get 3 hits in a big league game. Got to get that 4th one. That's what separates you.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Mariners leave a couple. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He was robbed of a hit in his last at-bat, so he'll try to change his fortunes here.
Josh Reddick.
First pitch of the at-bat. Pulled toward right center field. Buxton is after it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Kyle Seager. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Hedges waits on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Royals.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Career numbers against Baez. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Buxton moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. Hang in as long as you can. Another inning coming up. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Here's Chris Bryant now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Chris Bryant.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Looking at strike two, a fastball that catches the inside corner. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. High pop up. Zunino has a play. He's got it one away. Digging in once again, Rhys Hoskins. He flew out in his last at-bat. And that's in there for strike one.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or two after this one.
Hoskins behind to count 0-2.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Wow, we've seen some really impressive pitching in this one. You could say these lineups have been anemic, but I always like to give credit to pitching and defense, and they've been fantastic all game long.
Ready for another shot now, Justin Smoke. He was a ground out victim last time up. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So that'll extend the inning and give Adam Jones a chance.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Adam Jones.
Into the box, Adam Jones. He sways and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. No hits in 5 tries so far, but he does have an RBI. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Houston Street is going to finally make an appearance in this one as he'll take over in the 14th inning.
Houston Street.
Here now it's Mike Zunino. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. This is line to left. Hoskins is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And Gonzalez will put this one away for route number 2.
The batter, number 15, second baseman,
Whit Merrifield next to hit, and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Popped him up. Hedges over to his right, and that retires the side. Nothing doing here. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. Well, the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Gonzalez is down on strikes for the first out.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Stepping in now, Ahmed Rosario, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Trying to put it all behind him and break through right here. He's a paltry 0 for 6 thus far. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Up next for Seattle.
Ready for another chance, Austin Hedges. And looking to improve on a 1 for 5 effort so far. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty.
And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Now batting,
Jim Johnson gets to pitch in this one after all, as he answers the call in the 15th inning.
now pitching
Here's
for the
Byron
Royals.
Buxton now.
Number
The
36.
fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike one. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. In for strike two.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been done, as now they'll need some extra inning heroics to pull this one out. So only 1 hit in the inning on the solo shot, but it's enough to push him out in front. And now this crowd finds their club behind the 8. Kyle Barraclough gets to pitch in this one after all, as he answers the call in the 15th inning. Ready once again, Nick Markakis, still looking for his first hit here. He's 0 for 6.
Nick Markakis.
Troy Tulowitzki will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. Way in front of that fastball. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Paul Goldschmidt is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard towards the hole. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Here's Ryan Braun now. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. Oh, and that nearly sent us home and sent this crowd into hysterics, but it'll wind up a foul ball. The 0-1 on its way. Hard on the ground toward short, and that'll be a base hit for Braun.
Now batting, right fielder, Josh.
So stepping in, Josh Reddick, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way. Shoots this one over to first. Reined in to second for 1. Back to first, a double play. And they will strand the possible tying run at second. This ball game is over. A one-run finish. If you're just tuning into us this evening on MLB Network, you couldn't have chosen a better time. Troy Tulowitzki has a single, a double, and a home run already in this one, looking for the toughest one to get in the cycle, the triple. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. Now a dive in right, but he can't haul it in. And now this is going to be big trouble out there. Around second, looking for the cycle. The relay, and he is in there. Wow, have a day. He's just completed the cycle, folks.
Wow, one of the toughest things to do in baseball, right? Hit for the cycle in one game, single, double, triple, homer, all in one game. Congratulations.
Here now is Mike Zunino. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Popped up. Moran over to his left, and the inning is over. Royals settle for digging in to try it again. Richie Schaffer, and with men on base and two away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt. Sit here changes this game quite a bit, but if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings. Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a four-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Nick Markakis bats here with an 11-game hitting streak on the line. No hits yet, so a bit of pressure on him in this at-bat. Hard hit and deep toward the right field line. And there's your go-ahead base runner right away as this is down for extra bases. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Braun can't come up with that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Hit hard on the ground to second. Nunez right there. Throw on to first. 2 gone. Striding in once again, Kyle Seager. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Kyle Seager.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. All tied at 1-1. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Nick Markakis, head-to-head history against Jonathan Broxton. He's totaled 4 hits in 18 at-bats. Here's the first pitch. This is pulled into right. Martinez is there, 1 away. Not a lot of fireworks, but that narrows the candidate list for our top player of the game. And the man you see here was a key contributor, so he takes it home in this one.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. If you're just tuning into us this evening on MLB Network, you couldn't have chosen a better time. Nick Markakis has not picked up a hit to this point, so his 13-game hitting streak could be on the line right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Back up the middle. Segura has it. On to first, and Markakis is retired, 2 away. So here's the Royals DH, Nick Markakis. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Head-to-head against Anthony Swarzak. He's a 300 hitter, 3 for 10. Hit hard towards center. That falls down, and in comes the winning run. And they're going to walk off as winners. They've taken it here in extra innings.
Well, the way things unfolded, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic fashion, and that's exactly what happened. A walk-off for the win? Wow.
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any hitter, and it had an impact.
If you're just tuning into us this evening on MLB Network, you couldn't have chosen a better time. Nick Markakis may be looking at his last opportunity to extend his hitting streak, which currently stands at 14 games. Pineda's ready. 0-1 on its way. Grounded up the first baseline. Fielded cleanly by Davis. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one. And stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Markakis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And now a pitch on the way. And it's fouled away. Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 0-2 home. Grounded back up the middle. Pinder comes up with it. And there's one away. So next to the plate for the Royals, Nick Markakis. The winning run is at first base.
Nick Markakis.
Here's the first pitch. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Segura for one. Back to first. It's a double play. And the prospect. The offensive star of the night for the Royals, well, it was this man right here, Troy Tulowitzki. Put that We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Nick Markakis bats here with the game on the line in the ninth. Tying run stands in scoring position, so a base hit here could even things up. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first by Cano, and there's the first out of the inning. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, and he's got a chance to tie things up here as the equalizer sits just 90 feet away. Has a look, now the pitch. And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left as they move out in front 7-6.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Here's Ryan Braun now. As he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He swings and grounds it to short. Fielded cleanly. Cano for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So disaster strikes here in the ninth, as a late rally has certainly dampened the mood of these fans. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Royals 7 and the Red Sox 6. Jake Lamb standing in now. Last time through was a base hit. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A changeup over the inside corner. Ready with another 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
Well, you got to love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball, and if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara.
As he sends a soft bouncer to the right side of the infield.
And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
The batter,
Brandon Drury will bat next. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Andrew Miller takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save.
Andrew Miller.
He's set and the pitch. Sliders in for a strike. Miller has pitched north of 700 innings in the majors. And over those innings, he's worked to a whip of just a little over 1.3, so he's a reliable arm in terms of limiting traffic on the base paths. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Man, when you're leading by 6 runs, you can't let that slip away. They were thinking about the celebration in the clubhouse a little too early, and now the other guys are celebrating in that other dugout. This one's going to sting for a long time.
And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today. The Kansas City Royals used a huge 8th inning to help secure the win. Josh Hader wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line.
We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Jay Happ is back on the mound to start the 8th. He's been dealing to this point as he tries to keep this shutout effort going. Hard hit ball to second. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. 1 left for Detroit. Still down 3-0. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in past meetings with Jay Happ. He's got 2 hits in 17 at-bats. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Wind-up and the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2. Hit on the ground toward the left. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in and looking for more, Kyle Schwarber. He singled his last time up.
Kyle Schwarber.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Bases are empty, one man out. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
Here's Matt Carpenter. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
3-0 the final score in this one today. The Royals led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Jay Happ with his 4th win this season. Trevor Bauer pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. If you're just tuning into us this evening on MLB Network, you couldn't have chosen a better time. Whit Merrifield may be looking to go deep here as he and his team trail by 1 here in the 9th. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. And the throw in gets away from him. And he'll be tagged out at the plate, trying to tie the ball game, but instead he becomes out number 2 now. So striding in, Nick Markakis, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Paul Goldschmidt will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. High in the air out to center field. Kane is under it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Wow, you don't see a closer finish better than that very often. Only needed 4 pitches to slam the door in the face and salt this game away for his guys.
Close one tonight, 2-1. And a welcome to those of you just joining us today on MLB Network. You've come to us at the right time. Paul Goldschmidt has a single, a double, and a home run already in this one. Looking for the toughest one to get in the cycle, the triple. And this one is gone, a home run. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt. His second of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game. And seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can post with a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
8-2 is how. And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Nick Markakis is at the plate here, having already gone deep twice in this one. Maybe we'll see number 3 here. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic. This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. The Kansas City And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Brian Dunzing is on the mound looking to keep this game tied, but these fans are hoping to celebrate a walk-off victory. Michael Conforto is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. Here it comes on 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Ready for another chance? Marcus Semien. It was a walk in his last trip. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a fly ball. Markakis coming on. He's there, but he missed it. Alex Gordon is into the ball game here as he takes over in right field following the injury in the last half inning.
Number 4, Alex Gordon.
Ready on 0-2. Drilled down the line. And this is down for extra bases. And there's your winning run moving into scoring position.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's 1 out in the inning. They got 1 more to play with that they can potentially be productive with. But this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in the gap.
Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. A sinker over the outside corner for strike 2.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Gone! Santa Maria, game over. Well, everyone was treated to a really well-played ball game in this one, and the guy you see there turned in a particularly notable performance, so he's our top And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Odubel Herrera has a single, a double, and a home run already in this one. Looking for the toughest one to get in the cycle, the triple.
Come on, dig, we're scoring.
This is pulled into right. That's in there, base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his fourth knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those four was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
On to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice. Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
12-0, the rather convincing shutout final score. The Royals hit 6 home runs as a team on the way to a win. Felix Hernandez earns win number 4 on the season. German Marquez was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 25 minutes.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Paul Goldschmidt may be looking to go deep here as he and his team trail by 1 here in the 9th. First pitch on its way. A bouncer up the middle. DeYoung's got it. Throw on to first is going to take care of him as the Royals are now down to their last chance now.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Here now is Mike Zunino. In previous meetings with Britain over the years, he's 1 for 2. Set. Here it comes. Hit hard up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he did it.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
In now, Josh Reddick. Pulled toward right center field. On the run is Zimmer. But he can't get there, and a big break on defense as the tying run will be forced to stay at third on the ground rule double.
Wow, if that ball stays in the park, we've definitely got ourselves a tie game, but it hops over and the runner has to go back to third. That's a bad break, and now they'll have to find another way to get this game tied.
And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
The batter, number 35, shortstop, Brandon.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. On the ground to third. Throw to first is in time. They got him, and the ball game is over.
Wow, that 9th inning was unbelievable. They load the bases with the tying run at third and the go-ahead run on second, but they can't find a way to bring them home. So close, but yet so far.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Cleveland earned the victory. And a welcome to those of you just joining us today on MLB Network. You've come to us at the right time. Paul Goldschmidt may be looking to go deep here as he and his team trail by 1 here in the 9th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a knee-high fastball.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
High and deep to left center field. Zimmer ranging back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter, number 9, designated hitter, Jed Lowry.
Here's Jed Lowry now. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. So that'll extend the inning and give Ryan Braun a 2-out chance.
What an unbelievable at-bat right there in the 9th inning. Game on the line to get yourself on base, to create an opportunity for your boy right here to be a hero.
Here's Ryan Braun now. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Cespedes going back. Gone! And with 2 out in the 9th, they have taken the lead. So a 2-run shot to left center as they take the lead 4-3.
You can just see the wheels turning in his mind on the mound out there. I was cruising, just needed 1 more out, then give up a single and a homer? Goes to show you, you can never take an out or a pitch for granted in this game.
Now batting, Right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. And they'll start the at-bat with a sinker as this is chopped foul at the plate. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Rios shading to his right, and the inning is over. So disaster strikes here in the ninth as a late rally has certainly dampened the mood of these fans. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Royals 4 and the Indians 3. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jesse Winker. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Andrew Miller is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Andrew Miller.
From the stretch. Grounded fouled off to the right side. The 0-1 on its way. Ground and this is off the second base bag, and there's his first base hit in this one. So the tying run is aboard here in the ninth.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Lifetime against Andrew Miller. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt. Particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Now the 1-1 pitch is on the ground to the left side, a base hit, and that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
The batter, first baseman, Edwin Rios.
Digging in once again, Edwin Rios, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he pops up the bunt attempt. This is foul for the first strike. Tying and winning runs are on here with nobody out. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw to first, not in time. So now everybody's safe. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. Digging in and looking for more, Kurt Suzuki, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And this is swung on and missed there by Suzuki, and he's in trouble now, down 0-2. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Kurt Suzuki is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
So digging in now, Bradley Zimmer, as he's got a chance to be the hero. Tying run at third, winning run at second. First pitch of the at-bat. Tapped down the line. And that'll plate the tying run from third as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jonathan Villar. He's looking to bring home the winning run from third. Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. One away. And all three runners on the move here. On the bunt attempt is popped up.
Designated hitter, number 4.
So striding forward now, Tyler Marcotte, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
That's a ball.
Ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired. So this game will not end here in the bottom of the ninth as they push across the equalizer. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. In previous meetings with Britain over the years, he's a 300 hitter, 3 for 10. He also has 1 home run. Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. Solo shot to right center as they've taken a 1-run lead.
Well, somebody is anxious to end this thing and get the heck out of here. We'll see if that leadoff homer stands up. Either way, that's definitely a way to start the extra frame.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Indians, number 23, Tyler Marcotte.
Here now is Mike Zunino. He swings and grounds it to short. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag. And he needed extra innings to get it, but there's his first hit of the game, and that'll keep the hit streak alive and kicking.
Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball, right? You go extra innings, that lineup turns over, and was able to get him 1 extra AB.
Yeah, and he'd be lying right now if he said he wasn't thinking about it. The boys hooked him up right there. Pitching staff extended the game a little bit. 1 more plate appearance, and he extends the hit streak.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Into the box now, Nick Markakis. Swing and a liner. And a leaping effort there, but it's over his head into left center, a base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. So you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Whit Merrifield next to hit. as he lifts it in the air to right field. Winker will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Big spot here. First and second, two men gone, and stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with two away.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, Dero. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And a big RBI there as the run scores to make this a two-run game now.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Ryan Braun will stand in yet again, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 9 as this was the big blow. A two-run shot that helped get us to this point here in the extra frames. First pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. Zimmer there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases. Digging in to try it again, Paul DeYoung. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Paul DeYoung.
First pitch of the at-bat. Changeup in for a strike.
Not too often do you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
And he falls behind 0-2. Count remains at 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Now another 0-2. Missed with a slider.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
Ball, 1 strike.
He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Winker.
Striding in for the Indians, Jesse Winker. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Last strike now for Cleveland. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
6-4 the outcome today. Andrew Miller claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.